Keep your eyes on the screen and the stage as we unveil the Alaska Airlines Global Livery. Here it is, the Alaska Airlines Global Livery, a beautiful design that honors Alaska's rich heritage while embracing a bold vision for international growth and a commitment to connect the Pacific Northwest to the world. Please welcome to the stage Boeing President and CEO, Kelly Ortberg.
Well, Happy New Year, everyone. I can't think of a better way to kick off the new year than to celebrate this event. And I have to admit, the next thing I'm going to say, I'm a little bit biased, and I know there's a few airplane nerds in the audience, maybe a lot of airplane nerds in the audience, but is that not a beautiful airplane? What do you think? And I'll tell you, Ben, the livery is fantastic. Home run on that to you and your marketing team. That's a fantastic looking airplane. Congratulations. Well, thanks everybody again for joining us today. In addition to Alaska Airlines and the Boeing people here in the audience, we have some special guests that I'd like to introduce for us. We have folks from our local, state, and federal government here helping us today. Renton Mayor Armando Pavoni. Armando, thanks for being here. I think everybody knows Renton is the home of our MAX production assembly line, and so a lot more work coming your way. So we're very excited about that. Thanks for all your support to the Boeing company, to our employees, and everything we do in Renton. We also have Auburn Mayor Nancy Backus here with us. Nancy, thank you. For those of you who don't know, Auburn is where we do a lot of fabrication work and feed our final assembly lines, large employment base. And I just learned today Nancy's a 25-year veteran of the Boeing company. So thanks again, Nancy, for what you do for us in Auburn. And we got more work coming your way, too. So thank you for that. We also have representatives from our Washington State congressional offices here, so thanks for what you're doing and working day in, day out tirelessly to represent us in policy in Washington, D.C. So thank you for all you do and the continued support of the Boeing companies. And then we also have a special guest who you're actually going to get to hear from today, which I'm really excited to have him here. Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy's here with us today. Sean, thank you for... And I'll tell you, for those of you who may not have the opportunity to work with Secretary Duffy or get to know him, he has been tirelessly from day one, and it's not even a year yet, Mr. Secretary. I think you're coming up on a year in office at the end of the month. But he's been tirelessly working on improving the safety and the efficiency of our air traffic management system and the safety and certification of new aircraft and capability into the market. So thank you for all you do, and we look forward to hearing from you. By the way, if the Secretary of Transportation role isn't enough, Mr. Duffy has been also the acting administrator for NASA here as we've gone through the NASA leadership replacement. So I don't think he sleeps. He's been working very, very hard. But thanks for what you're doing, not only for the aerospace, but for our country. We really appreciate what you do for us. Well, today's a little bit more for at least for the Boeing company than just recognizing this new airplane delivery and the new livery. It also comes with a major order from Alaska Airlines Group for additional 737 MAX and additional 787 aircraft that I think Ben will talk a little bit about. But it's more than that. It's more than an order. This is about a doubling down of their commitment to the Boeing company. And I want to, on behalf of all of the Boeing employees, Ben, make sure you know that we don't take that lightly. We know that you really need us. You're doubling down, putting your eggs in our basket, and we need to perform and deliver high-quality, safe airplanes to you on time. And you have our unwavering commitment that we'll do that. We'll do that in a transparent way to help you be successful and be in that number 4 major airline in the United States of America. So thank you to the entire Alaska Airlines team. A lot of you folks have worked with us to make this day happen. I also want to commend the team for the work that, as we've had some challenges over the last couple years, and Alaska Airlines has been very, very helpful in helping us benchmark our safety and quality improvements across our enterprise. And we've listened to you. You've given us good ideas, and I hope that we can continue that benchmarking as we continue to always look for improvements in the safety and quality of our processes. So thanks, Ben. Thanks to your team for what you've done here. And then lastly, let me thank the Boeing employees that are here today and beyond the folks that are here today, and not just for building this beautiful airplane, but for your commitment to our core values in the company. Your focus on safety and quality, particularly in these last 18 months, have been critical to restoring trust with our customers. And I can tell you, this day would not be here. We would not be here today without that commitment and that hard work. So we have an opportunity here to perform, and we have an opportunity here to please our customers. And I know that you're all going to work tirelessly to meet those commitments and meet that pledge to Alaskan Airlines. So thanks for what you've done. Happy New Year. This is going to be a big year for all of us, so let's work together across the industry here to continue to grow the air transport market. There's great demand for travel. That's a great thing. There's great demand for airplanes, so it's our job to safely satisfy that strong demand. Thanks again, Ben, for this commitment to the Boeing company, largest order in your history, and so we're super pleased to have this. And again, you have our commitment that you won't be sorry. Thank you for all you've done. Thanks, everybody.
Please welcome to the stage Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy.
Well, it's great to be with all of you. I appreciate Seattle not disappointing, a nice rainy Seattle day. Thank you for that. So as I start the new year out, I always like to look for new words that I could deploy in my vocabulary. And the first word of 2026 is livery. I'm like, what the hell is a livery? We call it a paint job in Wisconsin. But it has been a beautiful color scheme, beautiful livery, really well done. So again, thanks for having me here today. Just maybe at 30,000 feet, I want to say that American manufacturing is back, whether it's aviation or automotive. We want to make the best products in the world in America, and not just sell them to Americans. We want to sell them around the world to show the great work that our men and women do in this country. And again, instead of being an importer, let's export great American products. And I think the deal that is announced today between Alaska and Boeing, I think underscores that. I mean, to Boeing, you had a record number of airplane sales last year. And whether we go back a few years, someone said, what's the future of Boeing? Where is Boeing going to go? And under Kelly's leadership and all the great workers at Boeing, you have answered that question. Again, the world and America has faith in Boeing and the progress that they've made. Again, record sales last year, but also what this deal today means with Alaska. So well done, Kelly. Well done, Boeing. Thank you for this turnaround you've been making with this great American company. By the way, again, you're the number one exporter of any product in this country is airplanes, and it comes from Boeing. So we appreciate that. And again, I want to give credit to Kelly, but I also have to say that the president's been a pretty good salesman for Boeing too. He's out there pushing and selling American aircraft. And I think that's great with what Alaska's doing. They're gonna modernize their fleet. They're going to expand their fleet. They're going to expand their offering. And what that means is more people are going to travel. More people want more options. We want competitive airlines, and the more competition that we have with more routes from airlines like Alaska with newer, nicer aircraft, that means the consumer is better served with better prices, which is exactly what we want. And again, you don't have these kind of deals done unless you have really well-run airlines with really well-positioned CEOs. So Ben, thank you for all you've done with the merger with Alaska and Hawaiian, and also this order as well. I'll step down in a second. I'd be remiss though if I didn't talk about what's important to me, but also important to everyone in this room. As we see more people want to fly, there's more demand. We're going to build more capacity, which means we are going to have an even fuller airspace. We have new offerings, whether it's drones or the Ubers in the air, the drones, the eVTOLs. Our airspace is going to become more complicated, and it's our job to make sure that we have a safe airspace, but an airspace that can accommodate all the new growth. And so you've seen last year we've announced a brand new air traffic control system. And that new system, again, we're moving from the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s equipment, moving it into the modern era, going from copper to fiber, analog to digital, new radar, new software systems. But what that's going to do for us is allow us to more efficiently operate the airspace, which means there's less time on the ground, there's less fuel wasted, there's less hours wasted, more time flying, and we have happier consumers, happier air travelers. And so we have just started this process. We have a project manager we've announced. We've just announced 2 companies that are going to deliver us new radar. We've already taken care of a third of the copper to digital. But this is important. If this sector is going to be successful, we need to be successful at DOT and FAA delivering this new air traffic control system. A vast majority is going to be done by the end of 2028, by the time President Trump leaves office, and I leave the DOT. We're going to have most of this done. But then we're going to pay it forward. There's going to be work to be done after. But we are going to deliver on the promise we made to do our part to make sure more people can fly even more safely with this new system. And that means more airplanes are going to be sold, and that means that Alaska is going to have more customers, which means America's going to be happier, and probably your shareholders are going to be happier as well, because there's more business to be done. And one last pitch. I'm going to give it to I need $20 billion more. So as you go to the Hill, and talk to any members of Congress, tell them that Duffy needs $20 billion more to finish this deal. I got 12.5, but we are going to get the rest of this money. We're going to do our part. We're going to be great partners with Boeing and great partners with our airlines in Alaska. The future is bright, and I think this announcement today, over 100 airplanes, shows the confidence that Alaska has in Boeing, that America has in Boeing, that DOT has in Alaska. So I'm proud to be here to celebrate this great day, and again, for the first time, to see this beautiful Livery. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Alaska Air Group CEO and President, Ben Minicucci.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's such an honor to be here to celebrate our historic order. And Mr. Secretary, my partner has the same issue with livery. She didn't know what that was, and I just said it's the paint job. So, but no, thank you for being here. This is a historic day for us. A lot of you probably know that Alaska is the 5th largest airline in the country. What you probably weren't aware of is that we're the 15th largest airline in the world. It's such a big country that we fly in. And with this order, with this gorgeous airplane behind me, with the 787s, we'll have 17 787s, we are creating the 4th global airline in our country to compete against the big three. Talk about competition. We're going to compete against the big three and win. And that's what this is all about. So I am super excited about the future. Mr. Secretary, thank you for joining us. It's an honor having you here, really to celebrate this partnership about American manufacturing, American innovation, and everything that this deal offers. And one of the things that you've done that I'm so impressed with the administration is your leadership around modernizing air traffic control. And you have done so much more than all the previous administrations in, like Kelly said, in less than 1 year. And this is so important. It's getting to $12.5 billion, hiring more controllers, replacing aging infrastructure is what we need. And then I think most importantly is embracing new technology to make a step change in our national airspace so we can have more capacity to do more, not only as airlines, but to grow America. And this is what, again, this is America 250. This is a great way to honor that and celebrate going that forward. So thank you for your leadership and vision, Mr. Secretary. To Boeing, Kelly, Stephanie, thank you for having us here. Thank you for your partnership. I see Brad and Isan there, and I want to have a little shout out to those guys because 5 years ago, we put the initial deal on the MAX, which really created the foundation of this deal. And just so everybody knows, we fly 95 MAX airplanes today, but the existing deal and this new deal builds us up to 350 MAX airplanes by 2035 with a steady delivery stream. So 350 MAX airplanes. It is truly the backbone of our domestic fleet. And then with the 17 787, again, this launches us to really go after this exciting vision about being the 4th global carrier and providing this competition right here out of Seattle. We believe Seattle's our hometown. We have the largest domestic network here. We have a large domestic footprint on the West Coast. And we believe if anybody has the right to fly internationally out of Seattle, it is Alaska Airlines. Moving to our, one last thing I do want to say about Boeing is you guys have worked hard the last 2 years, and when it comes to being aligned on what's important in terms of quality, safety, performance, and efficiency, we are lock in step with you guys. And you know that Alaska will hold the bar high on every airplane that gets delivered to Alaska. But what I also want to tell you is that we are committed to your success, and I know that you're committed to our success. And I think this is the foundation of what great partnerships are built on. So thank you so much. Lastly, to our employees at Alaska, Hawaiian, and Horizon, I couldn't be more proud, thankful, and grateful for how you've taken us to where we are today. And helping this vision come alive. It takes a lot of work, and it takes 30,000 people all pulling in the same direction. And you are helping our company achieve what is really a bold and courageous vision as we go out and compete against 4 of the biggest airlines in the world. And so I am so thankful for that. This airplane is beautiful on the outside, but it'll be just as beautiful on the inside with an amazing first-class product. We're investing in premium economy. We'll have curated foods from locally sourced companies in the Pacific Northwest. we'll have Starlink Wi-Fi, and so we'll have this phenomenal product on this phenomenal airplane delivered by amazing employees with the best industry-leading service. So just to say is, I know we can compete hard. I know we can win because we have everything in our power to make it happen. So again, a huge, huge thank you to our people. I'm so proud. I'm so excited about the future. So thank you so much.
Now, to join Ben Minicucci for the document signing, please welcome Kelly Ortberg back to the stage, as well as Boeing Commercial Airplanes President and CEO, Stephanie Pope, Alaska Airlines Chief Financial Officer, Shane Tackett, and Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Of course.
It's exciting.
You can help us.
Thumbs up.
On behalf of Boeing and Alaska Airlines, thank you for joining us to celebrate this historic moment. We now invite our guests to come forward for a closer look at the global livery.